What's going on, guys? Steel Vico here, and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but we're starting off with a store tour of At Home. This is an at-home store tour. We're going to see what they have for Halloween. It's super early. It's only July, I know. But we're going to be seeing what they have in store for us today and see how much Halloween they've already gotten out and see what they're bringing for Halloween 2024. Alright, so right up at the front here is where everything is. I came here a week or so before, and there was a lot less. I just saw an employee. She was setting up this section, so they're definitely getting more out. But for now, we're just going to start, and we're going to do the first tour. I'll probably follow up with another one. First of all, we've got these very small gravestones here. We've got... there are actually two types here, three. These are a little bit larger. It says for rent. It's about the size of my hand. And we've got the I'll Be Back and Be Afraid, as well as just the standard Rest in Peace ones with what looks to be a skull with like a visor on it. And some fake light up candles, as well as cloches with a skull with a top hat, and a candle cloche which you can lift off. Midnight Mayhem is what it's called. I don't believe these ones are scented. We've got a sculpture of two skeleton couple here. This is $24.99. More candles. These ones are wrapped, but then these ones are scented ones. The skulls aren't actually candles, but the red in them is. And then we've got two types of potions here, or at least there should be two. There's the electric skeleton scented candle. The electric skeleton one is a lot more of like a citrusy smell. It's more of like what I would consider a grounding scent. It's not nearly as calming. It's more intense. There's one other one I'll show you in a sec when I find that. But this one is very, very strong scented. And then some gargoyles, mini gargoyle things here. Pretty cool. As well as various tombstones here. Vultures. We're going to try this one out here. They don't seem to work, but they just looks like they just light up on in the lantern. Welcome. Tombstone. Light up tombstone. We've seen this for many years, I believe. Color changing. Headless suit skeleton, or he's holding his head. Rest in peace with a reaper. These are all like, or these are ceramic type, and then so is this. It's more heavy duty resin, appears to be. And then we've got white and black reapers. These are all 25. They light up somewhere. And then over on this side we've got Botanical Magic Guide to Magic Plants or whatever. Magical plants. Whatever that word says. I actually can't read that. I have no idea what that word means. We've got these little mini painting style pictures. Actually, they stand up. And little $2 little pots with a skull, like a skull ring on the center. Various skulls. I believe these are also kind of that glass resin material. We got the black and then the shiny kind of white opaque. And more of the mini, like these are the bride and groom paintings. These ones are a little bit larger, similar style to these. We've got these busts, which look normal at first, but when you look close, you see that they've kind of got a missing part of their skin, kind of like a zombie. Reaper bookends, which are actually pretty cool. Reapers coming out of the pages. Southern Gothic bleeding candles, $2 each, white and black. And over on here, what I missed the first time is this super cool skull with like mushrooms growing out of it. It looks like this one might be broken. It's kind of missing one of the mushrooms on it, but still super cool. Mossy with pink mushrooms, shiny pumpkins, and dapper skulls. And of course, up at the top we've got this willow tree with a dress attached to it. I'm not sure if that's actually how it's sold or not, but it's very, very interesting, very Gothic style to it. Display, that one's a display only. And then the 10-foot, their 10-foot posable skeleton, their answer to the 12-foot skeleton craze. Honestly, I'm kind of getting sick of these things, but it is a unique looking skull. I do like that. And that one is $300. Not really my thing. I'm not super big on the 12-footers, but if you want one, At Home's got you covered. And we've got these like mini like saloon type things. Welcome, come in and rest your bones. Or sorry, like a little hotel. These are $40 each. They're this is all like a very heavy material, but then this is more of like a plastic, a sturdier plastic. More bookends / fake books. The Royals. We've got skulls and pearls. Southern is something, and jewels and gems. And plants. We've got some Gothic plants and stuff over on the other side we'll take a look at. But just a couple, they're actually all the same. It looks like dark aloe vera to me. And shiny black pumpkins with swirly stems. This is more of the like more fragile stuff. Little bowls and stuff. A gold one, as well as a decorative kind of flower style black one. A Halloween Christmas tree made of skulls with the classic lights for those classic ceramic Christmas trees. If any of you have seen those or are familiar with those type of things, with a bat on top. And a gnome, skeletal gnome with black roses, black purple roses, and a red cap, orange cap. Happy Haunting, kind of wooden side sign. My grandma used to have some of these style of things. Not really my thing, but kind of more of the casual Halloween fan might have something like this for their house, their entrance. These actually pretty large skeleton groundbreaker things you can sit on your porch or in your yard. Also kind of a resin hollow through, $70 for that. These urns here, which you could actually just put stuff in. There's this smaller one here and larger ones up top. Pillows and some throws. There are various throws just kind of spread throughout. Obviously still some setup is being done, as shown by the tool that's right there. We've got these kind of like coat hangers. This is like a coat hanger or a hat hanger you put on your wall, and the skeleton hands hold them. Pretty cool. Like a hearse beaded like throw pillow. One of those candy bowls, skeleton candy bowl. He doesn't actually jump scare you, but he does talk.
That one has extra iron cubes. Nice and squishy inside.
Pretty neat. Bleeding candles, so they bleed they melt with red, so it looks like it's bleeding. It's kind of a pink color now, but once it bleeds, it's more of a darker red. Some more pillows. These ones are skeletons on a coffin. Another Happy Haunting sign. This is a 90-inch table runner. You just kind of put it through the center of your table. and a spill-proof tablecloth, so it's kind of a thicker kind of coated plastic with skeletons and bats on it and accent marks. We've got a little house thing kind of in the line of like the little display houses they have at Menards and whatnot for the Halloween collections. I forget what the name of them is, but it's just kind of a basic one, not to go with other ones. It's just kind of on its own. Moving over to this side, we've got an empty wall. More is to come here, obviously. But then we've got more throw pillows and this just huge, also resin kind of material. This man-eating plant with an eye on the bottom. Really huge, super cool. This is $80 if you want to pick this one up. And then we've got some Spellbound. It just says Spellbound, but it's like potion bottles with this kind of fancy, shiny glass with a diamond cap with like 3 rings, so it's really actually probably waterproof and watertight. That's not going anywhere. I believe these might actually be by Sunstar/Jemmy. Just the Ouija skull, which is actually pretty cool. A lot of detail there. Shiny purple bats and brown, like matte black bats, and all of that up through here. Many houses with candles. I believe you put candles in those. Yep, candle lanterns in the style of creepy houses. We've got another kind of bookend type thing. Witch hat on top of some spells and potions book, $40. And this, I guess it's just kind of a little like display item you can put on your porch or on a desk or whatever. It's a cat on top of a black pumpkin. Moving over, we've got this actually pretty cool little, all of this stuff is kind of that resin material, by the way. Black pumpkin with spiderweb designs and detailing on it, actually pretty cool looking. All this stuff is very kind of in the more gothic style. Witch boot, witch's shoes, $20 for that. I don't believe it specifies what exactly it's for, but you could probably set something up there, maybe a candle. I might be wrong. Just a plastic, or actually metal, cauldron. And then we've got more of the witch hats and a crystal ball with hands holding the crystal ball with potions, and a book that says All Hallows Eve. So all this stuff can kind of go together if you were doing kind of like a library or a witches, like little witch's hut or something type theme you were going for, or you just wanted to make your house kind of gothic. This is kind of more standard gothic decor. And then we've got some candles. These really tall light up candles here. I don't believe these light up things work right now. I don't think the tabs are pulled out of them. And we've got a cat version of it, spider version, and an actual candle holder of a witch's shoe. These are all individual, so you buy just one shoe, and that is $10. We've got the kind of Ouija tarot hand, very similar to the spirit one, in my opinion. We've got this kind of fabric book where you can like hide stuff in, like a little storage, for $8. And we've got more of those plants. These ones are individual though, of the just dark colored plants. Moving up, we've got, this is actually pretty cool, a wax warmer set. So you can either, so basically you'll put the candles on the bottom and that'll heat up the top and then melt these skulls. So that's pretty cool. I believe it also has a little bit of a scent to it, but it's kind of, you can watch it as these skulls melt. Pretty cool. Crystal ball, pretty neat. This one is $15 if you're in the market for a slightly smaller crystal ball, just as a like a display or a centerpiece or something. You can pick this one up. More of the flowers. We've got ghost candles, pretty simplistic, but it also, you know, can work for hardcore haunters, and just the casual would probably enjoy something like this as a centerpiece, or like a little, accent piece. And we've got, these do not work, I haven't been able to get them to work. The cauldrons, light up witch cauldrons. They don't, you can't actually put anything in them, but they light up, and they're just kind of for display. These are like those potion bottles I was showing earlier with the like 3 layers, so it's like very waterproof and very tight. But these ones are taller. Kind of just a witch. What is this? Does it say what it is? Just decor. It's just decoration. Kind of is like a piggy bank material, in my opinion, if you know what that's like. Of just a cat. Spider version of the books. We've got more hands, kind of that tarot style with the, or like the spellbound or whatever all this stuff is called, under like the spellbound like subcategory or whatever they call it here at home, with spells for true love. They're all true love. And then we've got a love potion, which you can't actually open, but it's just for like decoration or whatever. You know, just display. You just kind of have that with the rest of your witch's stuff. And then we've got 2 different we've got brooms in the back, little just like table decorations, shelf decor. And we've got, once again, super cool, they've got these man-eating plants, kind of Little Shop of Horrors inspired things. We've got this man-eating plant and this one. I personally like this one a little bit more. It is a little bit more goofy, but it's also like super cool and a little bit menacing at the same time. Witch hat, all just table decor. And then we've got the Eye of Newt. This is the other scented candle that I was talking about. This is more of a calming scent, less intense, but still, like, you can still smell it. It smells good. This one is $9 for that. It's a much better scent than the electric skeleton one, or whatever that was called. And then just some pumpkins. This one is, or they're both the same material. This one's just more shiny, but black pumpkin, black and white plants, and a mirror, a like dark rose mirror kind of thing. Kind of neat. I don't have any use for a mirror, but still pretty cool. We've seen this before. And the rest up top here is all stuff we've been over, other than these just kind of like dark trees, these dark gothic trees here. These are $8. And then over here we've got the man-eating plants. These are larger ones. Once again, these are actually kind of metal. I think of the like lawn ornaments where they make the giant roosters and stuff, that kind of material. They're usually like bright, they're like a mix of yellow, green, and red kind of things. That's the kind of metal that I think of with these. Pretty cool. And then these are like screws, so it's very like kind of like metallic, mechanical at the same time as it's this man-eating plant, which is pretty cool concept. 5-foot LED, which this is more of the bigger stuff in this section. $25. It comes with 10 cool white lights, lawn stake included. I believe it is just 1 witch. And then a misting cauldron. This one is, doesn't say what size it is specifically, but about the size of the box, obviously. $70. And then we've got a willow tree, 6 foot tall, so about the height of most people, a little bigger. $50 for that, and you can kind of set up in your room. I believe this is, what does it say if it is indoor or outdoor? Indoor-outdoor use, which is nice. And then come in, my pretties, a cauldron. You can either hang it up outside, you could hang it on your doorstep, or you can stake it in the ground and kind of in your yard, like as people, trick-or-treaters are coming in or as guests are coming in. We've got some sequin style, shiny, like these are fabric type spiders, pretty large as you can see. Wreaths, witch's house rules, little wall hanging thing for the entrance to your, like inside your house, or maybe right outside your house as they come in, kind of like the, like by your doormat or whatnot. And same with this one, Hocus Pocus, witches wanted to apply within. Salem Brewery, and Just Call Me Wicked. All kind of like little paintings and whatnot, like just wall decor. Some just all very witch themed this year. And then these are hangers. You can, like, this is like, you can hang your hat, kind of like the skeleton hand ones. But that only comes with one. There's only one each for $13. You could get a bunch of them, but $12 for one. And then these, once again, you can hang them up if you wanted, but these more work for lawn stakes, like as your walkway or on your sidewalk or whatnot. These are those witches, I believe. These are 7-foot witches. 7 foot, like, with the fabric hanging down. Unfortunately, they do not light up right now, but they, oh yeah, they do. They light up kind of an orange color. Please park your brooms at the door. So more kind of wall decor right outside your front door. Just a bunch of these. The original Crazy Cat Lady. Literally just a doormat. And a spiderweb doormat. Pretty cool. Spiderweb, sequin spiderweb. Once again, just kind of a hanging thing. Some kind of fabric spiders with metal, like little metal, like almost like wire coat hangers or whatever inside, so that they're posable. The legs are posable. Just some gauze cloth up in here for $3 for 9 feet worth of cloth, 9 feet long. Various pumpkin, like grab bag types things. They all appear to be about $5 per bag. You can get, like, looks like maybe a dozen or so. Yeah, a dozen for $5, or if you want a larger set, I believe this one is the same price, but this contains 6, so half a dozen. But they're much larger. And then a few different colors there available for whatever your needs may be. Over here we've got some pumpkins. Large pumpkins, light up. I believe we've looked at these at Lowe's, or similar, very similar style at Lowe's before, previously. Lawn spike cat, lawn spike dapper male skeleton, and lawn spike dapper female skeleton inside a white pumpkin. We've got a Hey Boo doormat and just a Boo doormat. Pumpkin carving kits. These are the at-home version. It looks like there's a couple different designs in there you can go through if you wanted. And some lights. We actually got a set of these to try out. These should be pretty nice. They're not super Halloween-y, but they do give off a cool orange and black vibe, so it's pretty nice. But that's all they have for lighting this year that I'm aware of as of now. I'm sure there's more to come. More pumpkins, just different styles, colors, white, black, orange, white, black, orange, and pink. These pink ones, I believe, are new this year. Pretty interesting. I've never seen them in this color before, but it's pretty neat. Over here is irrelevant. It's not even Halloween related. We've got skeletons all over on this side. We'll go through this pretty quickly. First up, we've got this, who I had to turn on. Sunstar animatronic, of course. Very similar to the one that was sold at Lowe's with the black hair a year or two back, I believe. $70 for that. I think I like this one a little bit better. I think it's different audio, but I thought it was the exact same, but it's actually slightly different. It's a reskin. I made it go off again. Life-size groundbreaker skeleton. Comes in a bag. $20. And we've got dragon skeletons and teddy bear skeletons for $4, if that is your thing. Demon skull is pretty cool. Tombstones, 2 different types. This one comes with bones, like a skull and hands sticking out, and various fake leaves and spiders, which is actually pretty cool that they kind of included that as a set. Skulls, skeletons, $1 per. frogs. This skeleton, which I estimate to be about probably 8 feet tall. And spiders are all over him. So he's been attacked, and the employees are clearly having fun with this, which I really appreciate. We've got this $120 resin outdoor dragon, which is actually pretty sick, standing on like a mountain or something like that with his tail wrapped around. This is actually super neat. Not exactly Halloween, but still pretty cool. Peace sign, skeleton hands, lawn stakes, $5 per. Yard flamingos. Some of you, that's probably your thing. I don't know. I don't personally have any neighbors with the yard flamingos, but I've seen them around. If you're into yard flamingos and you like Halloween style, check these out. $22 for one of those. We've got two different styles of skeleton gnomes, one holding Beware and one holding a wreath. If you like yard gnomes, you can get the spooky kind here. This is pretty interesting. Kind of different. I kind of do dig it, though. For $45, you could get yourself a Frankenstein skeleton. You know, it's like a normal skeleton, but this one's got a Frankenstein-style skull. Frankenstein's monster, sorry. With, like, stitches and the bolts. All in the skeleton white color, but still pretty cool. And, of course, a regular skeleton. $30 for the light-up eyes. Probably about 5 feet tall. Not bad at all, actually. If you want to get some skeletons, like life-size ones, these might not be a bad... at home might not be a bad place to check. It's not a bad price. And we've got a nest made out of bones with little chicks getting ready to be fed for $6. Kind of a very interesting concept there. We've got a skeleton hanging off of the wire to power everything. One of the 5-footers, I believe. We've got that I believe 6 foot. That's this willow tree here, the light up. You can see it in action. We've got a bunch of these skeletons down here. Another doormat. This one's a skull and crossbones. $13. And we've got a mummy hand ground breaker. I don't believe I've seen these before. That's kind of cool. $10 for those. We've got dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are just dragons that can't fly. For $4 each, you can get a little mini dinosaur. If you're doing some sort of I don't know, like a prehistoric theme or something like that, or a mad science lab or something, you could work some mini dinosaurs into your theme. Little cat. Look at the way he is sitting. We've got this distinguished cat here, looking rather distinguished, as I have already said. We've got maybe a wiener dog skeleton, looks like. And for $80, you could get yourself a 2-headed skeleton dog, which is actually pretty cool. They both bark at separate times, kind of a call and response, it looks like. They kind of interact with each other a little bit. I dig that. Skeleton bat. This is a set of 3 with the chains. They're all chained together for like a pathway markers to kind of like keep people from going off the path. $20 for a set of 3. Some skeleton birds. What does it say these are? It doesn't specify, but these are kind of like maybe vultures or something. I don't know my birds very well, unfortunately. $4. A lot of these skeleton type things, the smaller ones, are $4 each. That's pretty cool. So that is pretty much everything in this section. This is the 10-foot posable skeleton. Again, lots of wall decor. And there are probably a few small little things I might have missed, but that's pretty much the gist of what they've got out so far. Overall, super cool. Lots of neat little household items for, like, if you're going for like a witch theme. If you're going for a witch theme, definitely check out At Home. They've got a lot of gothic colored things and spell books and candles, which I appreciate. I love candles. Different, and like if you're trying to like have your house just be kind of a dark gothic theme in general, you know, all year round, this is actually a good place to look, because it's a little bit, this stuff is a little bit less, a little bit more inoffensive. If, you know, like some of this stuff you could probably leave out year round and people aren't gonna question it. They shouldn't be questioning you anyway, because, you know, Halloween is a lifestyle for many, myself included, so shouldn't be judging. But like if you had something like, you know, like these out, you know, year round in July or, you know, January, whatever, I don't think people are going to judge you too hard. So if you're looking for stuff that you can have out all year, definitely check some of this stuff out, especially if you're into the witch themed stuff. Just wanted to go over real quick of this section here. This is a separate part of the store, but it does have some straggler stuff. This stuff will likely be moved over to that other section I was just at, but there's a couple other things here, like some blankets, $10 each. We've got some pumpkin style fall crows, candy corn. I like candy corn, believe it or not. They're all throws, and that one is a web. We've got some more fall themed stuff that I'll kind of quickly glance over. Won't talk about each and everything because it's more fall than Halloween, but still cool. Cookie cutters. We've got these little stakes that are solar powered, pumpkin style, ghosts, skulls, and I believe that's also ghosts, yep. And this is kind of a random area because there's some other stuff that I was just kind of thrown over here, so I'm going to kind of just jump around. Spider web, light up spiders, light up spider web, that's kind of a purple theme, which I actually dig, that's kind of cool. Trick or treat, no costume, no candy, yeah, exactly. That I appreciate that one. Kind of cutesy spider, Beetlejuice themed, kind of. We've got these wall hanging things, which is like a skull and then a rib cage, and then the pelvis, which I used to call a touche. And then candy corn and eyeballs. I believe these are like yard stakes as well. A lot of this is yard stakes and pumpkins. Hanging ghost made of wood. Fabric, kind of quilt style pumpkins. These resin ghosts. Very interesting $8 little pumpkin guys. We've got these bigger ones, and then for $6 you can get some slightly smaller ones. It's kind of like, looks like a witch to me. And some, it just says boo. Over here we've got many pumpkins here. Boo wall hanging, wall decor. Hanging just pumpkins that says welcome, pumpkins that say boo, little ghost holding a pumpkin, more pumpkins and like ornament, shiny ornament type thing. I believe that might be a wreath. Cotton candy little throw pillow thing. Lights up. I don't see it. Like I said, a lot of this stuff doesn't light up right now. The tabs aren't pulled and whatnot. But this little, like, ceramic treat bag, which is kind of cool, actually. Shatterproof. Ornaments, $25. For $10, you can get these. There's white, black, and orange. All in a set. Pumpkin. Fences, like faux fences, skeleton and bat, $25 for a set of 3. They're actually not, they're plastic. Pink skeleton, pink wooden skeleton. I used to have one similar to this when I was younger. And a glow-in-the-dark green. This one does not, in fact, glow in the dark, but this one does, and it is $1 more. Wooden skeleton and wooden skeleton pumpkin. Happy Halloween. Wall, or once again, just a lot of this stuff is like wall hanging and like yard stakes and stuff. a cat with how many days till Halloween. Right now it's set at 25, but you can set it to whatever you need. Trick or treat. Once again, wooden wall hanging stuff, outdoor wall hanging and whatnot. This weird, super weird looking, I'm gonna call it a thing, because that's all I've got with a treat bag. Homespun Halloween is, well, it says it's pumpkin with a little scene on it with a haunted house and bats. On it, it lights up. We've got an animated or lighted rotten pumpkin, candle flickers rotted jack-o'-lantern with like a flickering effect. That's pretty cool. Probably the creepiest thing in this section. Spooky. Like just a spooky thing. You just kind of set it on a desk or on like a shelf or whatever. For like, you know, a lot of this is stuff kind of like indoor themed and haunted living. Plush style pumpkin. As well as the previously mentioned candy corn. We've got this creepy, one-eyed, big-teeth, plastic pumpkin, as well as the plush pumpkins over there. But we've got that thing, which is actually pretty cool. I do dig that. Coming near the end here, we've got this wall decor here. A lot of this stuff is just very generically named. Bats. Garland of these foam. It's like a pattern. We've got the just kind of like little orbs, spheres, and candy corn. And if that's not your thing, you could also do ghosts, little plush ghosts. But if that's not your thing, we've also got like just a black kind of more goth themed garland that's just black plastic pretty much. If that's not your thing, you can do pumpkins with the like foam orbs that are a little bit bigger. Or if that's still not your thing, you've also got a different style that is just purely the orbs if the other ones aren't your style. Ranging from $4 for this one up to, I believe, $8 for this one that's probably more woven. And then lastly, we've got a throw pillow with just a skeleton on it with these beads that are like attached or sewn on, and a bow that's kind of sticks out a little bit more. And some shatterproof ghost ornaments, $7 for a set of 12. And this kind of, it says fall, but interesting looking pumpkin with kind of strange texture to it. Glass, I believe. Yep. And we've got a more clear orange one here. But anyway, that should be just about everything in the store right now available at home, at least locally for me. You guys might have more stuff at your ones in other states and whatnot, but this is what I've got so far, and overall it is pretty cool. I'm really excited. It is like only July right now, kind of not even mid-July, and we're already seeing Halloween at home. Is super early to the game, and they've brought some pretty cool stuff to the table. There's not a lot here that I'll personally be purchasing, but there are some stuff that I'm definitely considering getting. I really do dig those candles and the wax melt, and I might even consider getting this for a review, because it is a more affordable prop for people that could still be effective for a haunt, for those who are on a tighter budget. And they've got some pretty cool skeleton stuff for sure. But overall, I do think that they're doing a really good job this year, and I'm excited to see what the other stores have got, and I'm excited to see what else they might have in store for us that isn't quite out just yet. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my first store tour of the year. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope y'all are having a great preseason. I hope to potentially see you all at Flagship for those who are going, so let me know in the comments if you're going to see Spirit Halloween Flagship. And let me know what you have at your local at home for Halloween so far. Is yours as stocked as mine? Is yours more stocked than mine? I'd be curious to hear it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.